So in the last video we have discussed what is inventory, classification of inventory, then what is inventory control, and what are the objectives of inventory control. So now we will discuss what are the advantages or benefits of inventory control. So if the inventory is properly controlled, what benefits it will give to the industry? The first benefit is no interruption in manufacturing process. One does not face shortage of materials. Materials of good quality and procured in time minimized defect in finished goods. If inventory is properly controlled, then the inspection and control department has sufficient time to inspect the quality of the material procured, which leads to minimized defects or the defective raw material were rejected. As the result of this, the company will produce minimized defects in the finished goods. Next benefit is delays in production schedules are avoided. Production targets are achieved because one does not have to depend on supply of raw material. Already considering the case study, depending on the requirement, some buffer stock is there in the store as inventory. So which helps to smoothen the production schedule and to achieve the production target. Accurate delivery dates can be achieved and economy in purchasing. So we will discuss in the later video how we will calculate economic order quantity. So by ordering those quantity, the ordering and the procuring the inventory will be optimum, that is least cost bearing. So these are the advantages or benefits of inventory control. So what are the costs associated with inventory? From the beginning we are telling inventory means cost, capital. So to keep this inventory, again what are the different types of cost along with the material capital cost is associated. So first cost is purchase or production cost. The value of an item is its unit purchasing or production cost. Purchase or production cost. So once the item will be sold, what will be the cost? That will be decided according to its production cost. Next is capital cost. The amount invested in an item is an amount of capital not available for other purchases. So already the capital is invested, so blocked. So that is known as capital cost. Next is ordering cost. It is also known as procurement cost or replenishment cost or acquisition cost. Two types of cost are associated. One is fixed cost and the other is variable cost. Fixed cost don't depend on the number of orders, whereas variable cost changes with respect to the number of orders placed. So ordering cost is of two types. One is fixed cost, which does not depend on the number of orders, and second one is variable cost, which varies with the number of orders placed. So purchasing. The clerical and administrative cost associated with the purchasing, the cost of requisition material, placing the order, follow-up, receiving and evaluating quotation. These are all purchasing cost. Next is inspection cost. The cost of checking material after they are received by the supplier for quantity and quality and maintaining records of the receipt belongs to inspection cost. Next is accounting cost. The cost of checking supply against a given level of hand, and this cost vary in direct proportion to the amount of holding and period of holding the stock in store. This includes storage cost, rent, hiring, heating, lighting, etc. Handling cost associated with moving the items such as labor cost, equipment for handling cost, depreciation, taxes and insurances, product deterioration and obsolescence, spoilage, breakage. So all these are costs associated with handling or storing the inventories. So inventory cost is two types. One is fixed cost and the other is variable cost. So to calculate the cost, we have to calculate both the fixed cost as well as the variable cost, and the total cost associated with the inventory will be calculated.